The update you're about to see was filmed on the 17th of March and we're now on to the 25th of May. Life's been a bit nuts, work has just been totally bananas, I just haven't had time to process the video, never mind upload it, so enjoy. Hi! Anyway, now that dipshit is done. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my project house. I thought I'd just do a wee update video because it's been a while. I started the channel fairly recently, hit the ground running with a few videos and then just nothing. Recently it's felt like there hasn't been much progress because everything that's been done is invisible. So things like plumbing, pipe work, electrical, stuff that you don't see. So it feels like nothing's been done, but there has been stuff going on. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll probably know that this house has a rise and damp issue, which is something that I've been tackling recently. One of the jobs that's been done is all the walls. They were stripped a while ago, but now they've been injected with damp-proof course. So this stuff down here is going to stop the rise and damp. This bit here has literally just been done. As you can see, the dust that's come out of these holes looks quite wet. This wall is probably the worst. There was a bit extra, so shoved it in there. There is a huge big damp patch on this wall here, and I'm not sure if it's rise and damp related or if there's something else going on, but we'll soon find out because the damp-proof course is now in the walls, so hopefully no more damp can get up. Maybe that will dry out, fingers crossed. We'll soon find out. So the entire ground floor has now been injected with damp-proof course, and the very back wall here, turns out this wall is not original. As we can see, we have normal bricks up the top here, which are a different size to the bricks that the rest of the house was built with. Moving down, we've got bits of thermalite, another bit here, normal bricks. Further down, normal bricks, thermalite, and then it's thermalite all the way to the bottom. And over the other side down here, we have a huge big gaping hole and another huge big gaping hole down here, which I'll show you just now what was in that hole. So this bit was just ridiculous. As you can see here, there's a bit of pipe insulation, and there's more in there too, but this was just all bits of pipe insulation, and I don't know why. They've also rendered this with cement. That's absolutely welded on, but I'm sure we'll get it off. The old boiler is also back in action, which is good news. It actually still works, which is music to my ears, because I don't want to replace it just now. And yes, this is a paint sample. I know it's far too soon, but I'm a planner and it's given me something to look forward to. And the pipes are ready to roll for the radiator that will be in the new wall, which is going to be here. Since I know the boiler still works, I now have two radiators plumbed in and functioning, but they're not in use. It was just kind of to make sure that I wasn't going to have to spend a couple of grand on a new boiler straight away. Hoping to eke it out for a couple of years at least, just until everything else is dealt with. This is what I mean by invisible progress, because this radiator has been here for a while now, but now that it's actually functional, it is progress, but it doesn't really feel like it. Because the only things that really truly feel like progress are painting walls or putting panels on walls or nice things like light up mirrors and stuff like that. The shower is now plumbed in as well, as are the valves just behind me, also the bath spout, but I'm not quite finished with the drainage and stuff in here yet, so they're not quite in action, but not far away. Basically what I need is an external pipe from the toilet out to the waste pipe at the corner of the house, which the sink and the bath traps will both join into. Then we will be good to go. You might have noticed I've changed the channel name as well, something a little bit more personal, so we're now AJ's house, because that's exactly what this is. Hopefully soon I'll have some more progress to report, something that looks like I've actually done something. But fast forward back to May, we have an issue. Let me show you this. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll be aware that I did this lovely brand new loft conversion. I finished it in, I think, November time, and it's been totally fine. There's been no issues. The roof was fine. the roof was fine, but now it's not fine. Look at the state of this. We appear to have a leak, and it's coming through and it's soaked my plasterboard ceiling and it's gone mouldy. Because right now it's been warm for weeks, it's the hottest it's been so far, 20 plus degrees pretty much every day I think. No rain that I'm aware of, but now we have all this horrible rotten green mould all over my lovely brand new ceiling, which is above all of my stuff. So as you can see, I've had to rip the light off the ceiling because it was held up by these wee brackets, and the light itself ended up full of water. I don't know how exactly this water is coming in just yet, but I'm going to have to go up and investigate. But that's disgusting. I hate mould. I don't suppose anyone likes mould, but ugh. This initially started with just a little bit of mould near the light, just like a tiny wee patch, and I thought, that's a bit concerning. I sort of thought that it was probably just condensation, because obviously this house has rising damp. It's drying out, but it took a long time to get as bad as it did, so it's not going to dry out overnight, unfortunately. But my theory was, because it's been so hot, that maybe the damp was just kind of evaporating, and then it was just condensing up here, then wetting the ceiling, and then it was getting mouldy because it's so hot and humid up here. But there doesn't appear to be any condensation at all. There's no signs of it. It's literally just right along the ridge. Kind of looks as if it started slap bang in the middle. There's a horrible big patch, and then another horrible big patch, and another horrible big patch developing. It's wonderful! Great! I've got one of these Hive thermostatic radiator valves that just sits up here just to kind of monitor the temperature, because I'm a control freak and I'm nosy and I always want to know. And it's usually around about 20 degrees. It's been up as far as 20.3 on one occasion, but I think that was literally the hottest day of the year. And like, that's hot. It's warm, but it's not that humid. There's nothing up here. Nothing's damp up here. Everything's all dry. So all my stuff that's up here was stored in like a completely dry place. Nothing's wet. I don't get it. I don't get it. It just gets worse and worse every time I look at it. So back to square one, ripping the place to shreds. I'm going to have to take all my stuff back out of here and rip this down because it's... And on that depressing note, back to March. As always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you like cars, check out my other channel as well. I've put all my links and stuff in the description, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, TikTok or anything else, it's all there. Hopefully see you next time.